Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Canada Voyage. If your score does not qualify for the express entry, then one of the options available with you is to apply for the Provincial Nomination Program, the PNP. So what is PNP? PNP offers a pathway to those individuals who are interested to migrate to a specific province or territory in Canada. Each province or territory runs its own PNP and it is designed to meet its demographic and economic needs. So if you're interested to immigrate through the PNP route, then the province or territory should nominate you. The province or territory will assess if you will be able to meet their economic and labor market needs. So in this video, I am going to be discussing with you about one of such immigration programs, the SINP, Saskatchewan Immigration Nominee Program. The reason why I chose SINP is because this program does not require a job offer and you will still be able to apply even if your score is below 400. The name of this program is International Skilled Worker Occupation in Demand Program. So without any delay, let's get to the details. To apply for this program, you should score a minimum of 60 points overall in the following criteria. 1. Age, where you can score a maximum of 12 points. Second is the labor market connection, where you can score maximum of 30 points. Next is the education, maximum points is 23. Then the work experience, maximum point is 15, and the language ability, where you can score a maximum of 20 points. However, you must note that the nominations are issued in the descending order of the scores, which means that the application with the highest score gets nominated first and then the second highest and so on. This program is not open for applications throughout the year. And when you submit your applications, you will have to pay an application fee of 350 Canadian dollars and this is non-refundable. Who can apply? A person who lives outside Canada, a person who lives in Canada but not a permanent resident or a citizen of Canada. That is, if you're here on any other visa like the student visa, work permit, etc. Third, a person who is not a refugee. If you fall under any one of the following categories, you can apply. Additional criteria are that you must have a minimum language score of CLB 4. Some employers may ask for language score more than CLB 4. You must have completed post-secondary education, training, or apprenticeship, or a diploma certificate, or a degree. If your educational qualification is outside Canada, then you would need to submit the ECA report, Educational Credential Assessment Report. If your trade certificate, profession, or training is related to an occupation that is regulated or licensed in Saskatchewan, then you must apply for the relevant licenses. If you hold any professional licenses or membership to a professional body back in your home country, then you would need to provide proof of your membership too. Next document is you must have work experience that is highly skilled and this occupation should not fall under the excluded occupation list. You must hold at least 1 year of full-time paid experience in an in-demand occupation over the past 10 years. Watch the video until end where I will be putting in the in-demand occupation list. You should have proof of your settlement funds and also have a detailed settlement plan. Now for the forms that needs to be submitted. First is a generic application form. This form is for the principal applicant details only. Second is the additional family information form. This is for the principal applicant and the spouse. Schedule A, background declaration for both. Next is additional dependents declaration form. If you're coming with the spouse, then you will have to fill the statutory declaration of common law union. If you're using an immigration representative, you will also have to submit a use of representative form. If your document is not in English or French, you must provide translated documents and Also submit the translator affidavit as well. Finally, authority to release personal information to a designated individual. Other additional documents are identity and civil status documents. That is, you will have to submit your birth certificate of the applicant and dependents who are immigrating, passports, marriage certificate, IIMM 5409 Declaration of Common Law Union if you are in a relationship and not legally married. Along with this declaration, as a proof of your relationship, you will have to submit any one of the following documents which is of at least 1 year duration: joint bank statement, joint mortgage, or the copy of the life insurance with the beneficiary name of your partner. If you're divorced, final divorce document, custody and child support documents. If you have an adopted child, then the adoption papers. If you have dependent children who would not accompany you, then you would need to provide details of the children such as name, age, contact information, and the reason why they will not accompany you. That is, document such as legal separation papers, etc. Next document is the ECA and the mark sheet, professional licenses and association membership certificates if you have any. Next set of documents is related to the work experience. Letter of reference from all the previous employers in the past 10 years, including your current employer. If you're self-employed, then business license, proof of income, and letter of reference from the clients. Language credentials is the next document. IELTS General, CEL PIP General, French language test scorecards, or the test taken. Next is the settlement funds. You will have to submit any one of the following: bank letter, that is, the funds must be at least for 3 months prior to submitting the application. It can be in the name of your spouse as well. Savings account statement, cash value in life insurance, bonds, mutual funds, stocks, PF, RRSP, TFSA, that's tax-free savings accounts, term deposits, or treasury bills. Next is the settlement plan. That is how you are planning to settle once you receive your nomination and your PR. It would be a detailed write-up stating your plans such as renting a house, using a public transport to commute, etc. This information is required by the provincial authorities so that they know how they can assist to provide you with the resources and the services. Next set of documents is of your close relatives in Saskatchewan. Parents, siblings, aunts or uncles, nieces and nephews, first cousins, grandparents, step family members related by law. What you need to submit is the documents of your relative to prove the relationship, birth certificate, education or religious documents of your relative. No affidavits will be accepted. A copy of your PR or citizenship card or the Canadian passport to prove that they are living in Canada for the past 12 months. For proof of financial independence, you can submit proof of income, utility bills, health card or lease agreement. A close relative can support only one application. You need to remember this. If you have prior work experience or study experience in Canada, the documents also need to be submitted. Once you're ready with all these, you need to create an account, complete all sections, scan and upload all the documents and forms in a PDF, save and submit your application online. You need to pay the requisite fee of 350 Canadian dollars as the application fee. Remember that this fee is non-refundable. Also, do not forget to save a copy of all these documents for your records. One of the most important things for you to note here is that if you miss any section or document while submission, then your application will be closed without any further communication stating incomplete documents. So, before hitting the submit button, do recheck every single section and the documents that you have uploaded. Else, you will lose that 350 Canadian dollars that you have paid as application fee. Remember, I told you that this is a non-refundable fee. With this, we come to the end of the video on SINP. I hope this video has been informative to you. Please do like and support our channel. Also, subscribe to our channel if you haven't subscribed it yet. Hit the bell icon so that you are notified on all the upcoming videos as and when I upload them. Until I see you in my next video, take care and bye.